everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have my March book haul. So today I'm going to be hauling 10 books for you. We have 6 physical books and 4 ebooks. I feel like that is actually pretty good for this month. Like, I'm happy with that number. So we are going to be starting with the physical books that we have here. And actually the first 4 I'm going to mention, I'm going to quickly go through it because I bought them in a like book shopping vlog and haul sort of thing. So I have a video for that. I will leave it linked down below. But I had gone to Bookman's, which is like a used bookstore in Arizona, around the very beginning of March. And so I have 2 new books that I purchased from them that are classics. We have Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery and Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I just really loved these editions. Like, I think they're so cute, so adorable. The Anne of Green Gables actually has Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea, but these are both classics that I love, so I saw them and had to get them, especially because when I go to Bookman's, I have store credit. Then I also picked up 2 romances. Now these were used, and so I got them at a discount. The first one is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison. This one I picked up because I've been wanting to read it for a while, but I purchased In the Weeds last year. I don't know exactly why I got that one but not this one, but it was at Costco and it was cheaper and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And I was planning on reading it, but somebody in my comments mentioned that I should actually read this one first. So when I saw it, even though it's not the Christmas holiday season anymore, it is something that I know I'm gonna want to read, so might as well get it now. And then I also picked up Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. This is a male romance at like a Comic-Con sort of convention thing, and I've been wanting to read it for a while, and so again, saw it used in a very good condition. I had to pick it up. Then I also had 2 pre-orders from Barnes & Noble. I purchased these back when it was like the 25% off of pre-orders sort of thing. The first one I have here is Nothing Special Volume 1 Through the Elder Woods by Katie Cook. This is a comic series, I guess graphic novel, whatever we want to call it now, that was originally through Webtoons, so I guess more like a comic. And this is volume 1. I have already read this because this was one of my favorite Webtoons back when I was like reading Webtoons every single day. And so yeah, so this is technically one that I've already read. I just needed a copy for my collection. And basically it follows these characters here. Right here. We also have like a little magical radish and a little demon boy, and basically our main female character, her father like goes to this like magical portal and goes into these like fairy lands for work, and she's not really supposed to go, but after I think he doesn't come back from that like sort of trading work one day, she decides she's gonna go in and figure it out. And so we have this sort of like person coming from like a normal world going into a magical world. We have lots of like fairies and things like that. I absolutely do love the art style in here. Like, it's just like really cute. So yeah, this is something that I've read and loved before, and I just needed to have it. Then I also have Maya's Laws of Love by Alina Kawaja. So this one actually just came in like the last day of March for me, so it is here for this haul. And this is going to be an adult romance that I just thought sounded really cute. It's been on my radar for a while. I obviously pre-ordered it during the Barnes & Noble pre-order stuff. So it says, a bride-to-be is convinced she's cursed in romance and finds her luck changing at exactly the wrong time. So yeah, it has like the different laws that she is trying to follow here. So like Maya's Law number 1, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Number 4, when you think you're lucky, think again. Number 6, trips are never smooth sailing. Number 18, if you're overtired, you'll always spill your guts. But yeah, I guess it's basically her going to potentially have a wedding. I think it's like an arranged marriage. Yes, arranged marriage. And on the flight to there, I guess things happen and she meets this other guy who she thinks actually might be the one for her. I don't know, something about the whole laws of love sort of concept got me. I really want to try this out. And then, like I said, those were the physical books. We now have 4 ebooks. The first one I have here is Osgood as Gone by Cooper S. Beckett. This is the first book in the Spectral Inspector series. I read book number 3 in March and talked about it in my wrap-up. But basically, the author reached out seeing if I wanted an arc of book 3, and that you don't necessarily have to read books 1 and 2 to read book 3, and I still really enjoyed it, gave it 4 stars. And because of that, I decided to pick up book number 1. It was on sale around the time book number 3 came out, so I think I only spent like 99 cents, but I really want to jump back into like the beginning of the series because it is very much like paranormal horror sort of stuff, and I really liked the way that book 3 went, so I want to try books 1 and 2. Then I picked up 2 books during a like free Kindle sort of thing about books with plus-sized main characters. They are both romances from my understanding. The first one is Almost Maybes by Anna P. And it says, even at 36, Oleander Bowen has to do things she doesn't enjoy to appease her grandmother, meet eligible bachelors who will definitely make terrible husbands, hide her sexuality, and make excuses for working late. While Oleander hasn't had to battle the patriarchy the way other Indian women have, she's tired. She's also tired of the boring one-night stands and tired of working 2 jobs to pay back her parents. Then he steps into her bar. For Jackson Huxley, being 26 means living his best life, hanging out with his friends, nerding out over Star Wars and the Ninja Turtles, but also healing his broken heart. He's never been the kind of guy that women want, too nerdy, not enough muscles, and far more inclined to break out pop culture references every single time. Then he met her. Neither of them were looking for love, but persistence and charm not only gives Jackson a chance to be himself in a relationship, but also encourages Oleander to drop her walls and open up to something new. Till his past, unacknowledged ignorance and one hurtful incident turns them inside out, and suddenly all the perfect times they've shared shatters everything. They almost had it all, and maybe they can get it back. So I'm very intrigued by these sort of age gap that we have here. They're both 2 consenting adults, but one is 26 and one is 36. I like the idea of more of a nerdy sort of love interest, like that usually just gets me. Like those are the kind of guys that I like to see. But I will say I'm not entirely sure about the whole they almost had it all, maybe they can get it back. Like I can't tell what that necessarily is going to mean for the plot because I'm not 100% great with books that have second chance romance depending on why they broke up in the first place, but I am very curious about this one. Then I also had picked up A Polar Expedition and Other Stimulating Research Opportunities by Cass O'Shear. So this one, the cover got me for sure, and it says she has everything she needs for a solo trek through the Arctic: a sledge heaped with supplies, a little magic, and evidently the eye of a polar bear shifter who shouldn't even exist. Siren is determined to find the source of magic, and nothing is going to stop her. Not expulsion from her guild, not their warnings about her certain death, and certainly not the damned polar bear stalking her through the taiga. Byrne is a simple bear. He likes spending time shifted, a good meal, and apparently round little scientist. When his duty to protect a 1,000-year-old secret is tested against the strange pull he feels toward her, Byrne can't help but sink his teeth into the one solution that might let him keep his adorable prey. It does say for fans of determined plus-size heroines and cinnamon roll bear shifters. It is a standalone novella, and it does say it has a slow burn, but the heat is high. So again, we're gonna see about this one. The cover 100% got me. And the last one I have here is called Becoming Light by Riley Nash. This was a free book during the Trans Rights Readathon. This author was having a sale on this book, and I decided to pick it up because it has really good reviews and some people really seem to enjoy this. It says, when people meet me, they see a bright-faced, happy-go-lucky kindergarten teacher who will do anything to support his friends. Not everyone knows the struggle I faced to become the man I am today. Now it's finally time for the gender-affirming surgery I've been dreaming of for years, but when an emergency leaves me without a caretaker, the only person who can take me in is my best friend's aloof, reclusive, and incredibly sexy dad. The one who has no bedside manner and struggles to communicate. The one I've had a crush on for years. The deeper we see into each other's worlds, the stronger the attraction gets. I'm not sure either of us can make it through the next 4 days without giving in. So, again, this is going to have an age gap in it. I'm a little hesitant because of the whole, like, best friend's father type of thing. Sometimes it squicks me out a little bit when it's somebody that you've known for so long. But in general, depending on how big the age gap actually is and how this works out, it could be fine because, like I said before, a 10-year age gap with 2 consenting adults Not too crazy. Obviously, it'll be more than 10 because it's best friend's father, but this character's also a kindergarten teacher. They have to be an adult as well. But I've heard really, really good things. And so, yeah, it does have a content advisory. Contains references to dysphoria, transphobia, misgendering, grief, and mild medical descriptions of surgery and post-surgical recovery. So keep that in mind. But that was the last thing I had to haul today. So actually, a pretty easy haul, I feel like. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. So I will see you then. Bye.